Alright guys, so this is another Patreon request, and this one comes from Cyborg19.99, who asked me, what if scenario of what if Bryan Fury from the Tekken series was an agent of Cobra? So, as always, if you guys would like to have your own Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, hit the 3rd tier, and that'll allow you access send me requests for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, hope you all enjoy this, and let's get started. So like I said, this is basically a what if Bryan Fury from Tekken became an agent of Cobra. In a lot of ways this makes sense, because Fury really does feel like a Cobra villain, doesn't he? He feels like a character you could see working for Cobra right out the gate. Like, you could totally see him being an agent of Cobra right from the fucking get-go. Like, there's no other way to put it. For those who are unaware of what he is, of what Bryan Fury is. Bryan Fury is a android who is psychotic and lives for fighting. He's also a bit of a genius, but insane genius. He's very much like on his... He doesn't really take a side in anyone's fight other than his own. And that involves a lot of violence. So Bryan Fury, I could see it as Cobra goes to him and is like, hey, we see what you can do, we know what you are, you got two options. You can either, A, work for us, or we can disassemble you. And Bryan would just look at it and smile and go, how many people do I get to kill? Like, how many people do I get to kill? And they're like, lots, and they're like... And at that point, Bryan would be like, I'm in. Like, he'd just be totally in for whatever amount of horrendous violence he can just unleash on people. So... The big thing is that Bryan Fury is... He has superhuman strength, speed, agility, and all that. And all of those... And he also loves to use guns. He really, really loves to use guns. And Cobra is a massive manufacturer of some high-tech weaponry. He loves they would give Bryan just absolute any kind of weapon he would want. They would give it to him, no questions asked. They'd hand it to him, go, have some fun. And I think they would use Fury as like one of their demolition agents, like Firefly or Crake. They would definitely use him as a, weapon of mass destruction. If they wanted to, if they basically wanted to have like a village or a group of rebels that didn't want to work, that said no to working with them or get funded by them, they'd be like, okay, that's cool. Hey, deploy Fury. And we ain't talking Nick. And Bryan would come down, laugh hysterically as he's just brutally murdering people left and right. I could totally see it. That's how I kind of see them utilizing Bryan, is that they would do everything and make him like a demolition guy. And God help the Joes if he gets turned on the Joes, because Bryan can take a lot of bullets. Bryan can take a lot of bullets, and he can take a lot of punishment while he's at it. The big thing you have to understand is that Bryan Fury is incredibly durable, and he's also very intelligent. So I could see him, like, outsmarting several Joes. Could he beat Snake Eyes in a fight? I don't know, but, like, I do think that Bryan would be someone Snake Eyes would not want to get, Bryan is not someone Snake Eyes would let him get the drop on. But anyway, so I think, yeah, Bryan would also be... He wouldn't care about the mission. He wouldn't care about whatever mission or opus operandi or whatever the big deal is with Cobra. What he would care about, all Bryan would care about, is how many people am I going to kill and how badly can I kill them. So that's another thing. I could see it as like Baroness, Destro, Mindbender. All of them would see like Bryan as like this psychotic mad dog who gets taken off the leash every so often just so he can be used as a means to an end. That's how, and even Cobra Commander himself would be like, yeah, Bryan Fury is as nuts as it is is as nuts as a turd full of acorns, but he gets the job done, and he gets it done with phenomenal colors, with flying colors, and those colors are blood red. So there's no doubt in my mind that Bryan Fury would probably jump at the chance to be an agent of Cobra, like not even give it a second thought. But if he got... Also, I do think he would be an occupational hazard, because all it would take is one trooper to just say something wrong to Bryan to make him just kill them. Like, there would be... they would have to go on a recruiting drive, because Bryan Fury sometimes gets bored and kills people. So he might just need... if he hasn't been on a mission in a while, or he... something... he's just bored, or he's annoyed by someone, he'll just kill them. So, that's how I kind of see it. That's how I kind of see this playing out. But no doubt in my mind, Bryan Fury would be an asset to... he would just be a WMD agent for Cobra. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think it would be like if Bryan Fury was an agent of Cobra? Comment below, let me know. Once again, I'd like to thank Cyborg 19.99 for this Patreon request and continued patronage. And like I said before, if you'd like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below. Head on over to my Patreon, hit the 3rd tier, and that'll allow you access to do video. Allow you to send requests to me for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in Multiverse.